Chongqing is not the cyberpunk city of your dreams. I deliver this news because in my video on big butts, I made an offhand comment that prompted people to ask why I would cast shade on this great metropolis, which I think I show you here in a very fair picture, sitting at the confluence of these two rivers, the tributary Jialing, Pellucid Green, and the yellower waters of the Yangtze. To be clear, it's not bad. It's just not even the most interesting place in Sichuan, the province. That would be Chengdu. And even its whole existence as an independent city reporting directly to the central government is a little bit sad as an oopsie apology to Sichuan province, which didn't really want the Three Gorges Dam, and which the creation of this administratively independent city was made to partially compensate for. What's it known for? Lots of hills, many tall buildings, and it's famous for being bombed. That would be during the war with Japan, when this was the capital of Free China. There's also a train that runs right over a building, and when that happens in the Bronx or Queens, that's a cause for complaint, but apparently in Chongqing, it's attractive, at least on Instagram and TikTok. There's also an ersatz old town constructed after about 2005 that gets garishly lit up at night for people to take photos and is even cheesier than the markets around Yu Garden in Shanghai. You should come here if you are a World War II history buff, if you're doing a super granular food tour and want to know subtle differences in Sichuan cuisine, or maybe if you've been in China for quite a while and have already done like 15 to 20 other cities. I was going to say it's more boring than Shenzhen, and this is all from a tourist's perspective, but I think that actually would be going too far. Now, maybe I'm being a little bit mean, but like you, for the last several years, my TikTok feed has been full of repetitive videos of this place. And why? And if you were wondering, like a lot of China content, the answer is it's sponsored and it is for tourism. And I get it, right? Tourists are a gift from God, as a Turkish hotelier once told my mother, because all they want to do is come to your place and spend money. And what's better than that? And Chongqing has tried this before, actually. A number of years ago, they were selling themselves as a site for red tourism domestically, that is, through connections to the party and revolutionary history. And so what you're seeing now is a kind of retreading of that same strategy. I had kind of assumed everyone was consuming those videos just as I was, but then I saw a content creator who seems level-headed and takes people on trips, planning an itinerary to bring foreigners to China and show them Beijing, Xi'an, and then Chongqing, and I just thought, what in the Kentucky Fried Fuck is this? It was a very bizarre choice. Now, for tourists, obviously, Beijing, Xi'an, and Shanghai are kind of the inescapable holy trinity, and you should go there. But there are just so many other places all over the country, so rich and wonderful and interesting, that I would hope people would go to before this. Hangzhou, Suzhou, a sacred mountain, Harbin if you're in winter to see the ice, anything really. Of course, all just one man's opinion. Its sister cities are Leicester in the UK or Brisbane, Australia. And honestly, that's the level that feels about right.